Houston's break is over. The Texans now off to Vegas. That's not how it works for the rest of us. They get a Raiders squad just as rested, just as win-challenged.
They did not get it! They did not get it! The Raiders did not get the two-point conversion!
But maybe more frustrated.
I bumped into him and kind of pushed him. That was just frustration mixed with him running in and literally just running in front of me.
Stop me if you've heard this one before. Two Raider wideouts go into a bar or a huddle. You know the punchline by now.
Raiders fall down, and the Chiefs are gonna win!
And those two images are what Vegas will have been stewing on for 2 weeks before finally taking the field against the Texans. This game will be telling. Are they coming out of the bye like a bear just batting the bunny around? Or are they gonna play like they have claws?
It sucks what our record is. We've earned that.
Let the run game lead the way, Raiders. 2 big reasons. First, Josh Jacobs, 5.4 a carry on the year, 98 yards per game, 144 and 154 in his last 2. You see him against KC, trucking dudes like they were cameramen.
Lowers the shoulder and barrels through a defender down to the 44.
That time, he just gave it to Justin Reed.
Reason number 2, Houston's rush defense, one of the easiest to tote the rock on, giving up over 5 a carry.
Handoff ETN again. Peels off to the right. Lots of room into Texans territory. How did that happen? Big wall to the left, wide open pasture to the right.
But you know who else has been blowing it up on the ground? Houston's rookie, Dameon Pierce, 4.8 per, 3 TDs, over 80 a game. Another guy the last time we saw him, plowing through guys like Vince Wilfork at a buffet.
Pierce breaking tackles. Pierce still on his feet. Beastly running from Pierce.
How fun was that to watch? Gotta love watching the rookie.
Vegas's rush defense, though, has played better than Houston's. In fact, it's been borderline divine. Just 4 yards a carry allowed.
They're going to give it on a delay handoff as Clyde Edwards-Helaire is swallowed up.
Diablo versus Pierce, the best name in the game, has 48 tackles, 25 stops. If you haven't heard yet, those are successful tackles for the defense. He has been playing on beast mode.
Handoff Edwards-Helaire has a hole right side and it's closed. Divine Diablo for no gain.
Another nice one-on-one in this game, Davante Adams versus rookie Derek Stingley. Won't be as easy pushing Stingley around. He's more than justified his first-round selection. Under 70 rating against, holding QBs to a 54.1 completion percentage, 5 passes defensed, and a pick.
Lawrence throwing end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stingley. A gigantic play for the Texans.
Adams, he was at the center of all that mayhem at the end. Maybe instead of tacos, he should get himself some insurance. Anyway, he's had a roller coaster season. The last game sort of captured it. Had stretches where he was invisible. He only caught 3 of 7 targets. He's only hauled in 53.7% of his targets this season.
3-step drop, fires short for Adams, and he never looked for the ball at the 45. Davante Adams put his shoulder down like he was trying to block Justin Reed, and I wonder if he never heard if that was a change to a pass.
The flip side, he draws big flags for big yards, and he draws lots of attention to him. Derek Carr's rating on throws to him, 101.9. He has 5 TDs, averaging over 80 yards per game, and he almost single-handedly willed them to a win over KC in Week 5.
Carr airs it out down the middle for Adams. Got it. Davante, touchdown. Carr, Adams, downfield. He's got it. Touchdown. Las Vegas.
Carr's first 5 games as a whole, sub-90 rating, completion percentage, low 60s.
Carr to pass, throws left, and that ball is intercepted!
Callahan was just right in his hip. I don't know what Derek Carr was looking at to even throw that football.
Adams was supposed to make Carr better, to fix things, maybe get back on the same page with Darren Waller. He's supposed to be an elite tight end, 35 yards per game. 2 INTs thrown on passes aimed at him.
Derek did not need to put that much zip on that football to get it to Darren Waller. Darren knew he was going to get a hit. That's why he had what we call alligator arms. He didn't really have full extension.
And Hunter Renfrow needs to be more involved. He missed some time hurt, only 35 yards a game for him. Carr's rating 61.5 on Renfrow targets.
Renfrow makes the catch, avoids 1 tackle as he gets 3.
Texans secondary won't be easy to get right against. With Stingley leading the way, they've held QBs to a 73.3 rate. completion percentage allowed under 60, 4 TDs, 6 INTs. Rookie safety Jalen Petrie with 2 of those.
Fields throwing downfield over the middle. It's picked off. Jalen Petrie.
Carr will have to dodge a solid pass rush. Texans have over 2 sacks a game so far. Jerry Hughes leading the way with 4.
Here's a blitz, and Fields is going to go down. A jailbreak blitz by the Houston Texans led by Jerry Hughes.
Hughes has a higher than average chance to add to his total. Vegas has allowed over 2 sacks a game, have allowed a 32% pressure rate. Over 30 is the line you do not want to cross.
Here comes the blitz on Carr. They got him back.
He just absolutely blew right past Dylan Parham.
The top pass rusher in this game, though, is Mad Maxx. Raiders only have 8 sacks. Crosby has 6 of them, and he does it all. He's one of the most complete defensive ends in the game.
Crosby giving pressure up the middle, bulldozes through, and takes him down at the 35. The Condor flapping his wings.
Anytime now, CJ. Chandler Jones still staring at a Krispy Kreme in the sack column. He's right there, though, most games. 16 pressures, pressure rate over 10, which is pretty high. Crosby's is 11.6 for context. Are you just too good for your home, Jones?
Jones giving pressure from behind, trips him up, and he got it away. Chandler Jones a half second away from getting his first sack as a Raider.
Texans line, it's given Davis Mills with decent protection. Pressure percentage allowed under 25. That's acceptable. His play hasn't been. 80.6 rate, completion percentage low 60s, 5 TDs, 4 INTs, at the wheel of one of the least successful offenses on third down.
Mills up for grabs, and it's intercepted.
He tends to struggle when teams take Brandon Cooks away from him, and that's what's happened. Cooks is under 50 yards per game, catch percentage under 60. Rating on his targets, 57.1.
Mills pumping, firing to the end zone, tipped and intercepted.
I think it was intended for Cooks, and he stared it down, which made it even easier, and he was going there no matter what.
He will draw cornerback Rock Ya-Sin for a lot of snaps this week. Locking things down to the tune of a sub-50 rate, knocked away 4 balls.
Dumps it short, over the middle, incomplete. Rock Ya-Sin got on his shoulders and pulled him down.
Rest of the Raiders have not fared that well against the pass, though. 11 touchdowns to 2 INTs, rating over 105, completion percentage allowed close to 70. Anybody remember that game that came with the original Atari? I mean, I don't. I'm in my 20s. I just know they had a game with these little tanks. They weren't in a bowl, though. It was a maze. Not even sure why I'm bringing that up. Just covering what I know I'll see in the comments section, along with all sorts of predictions, like these.
Raiders!